Hi, I'm Robert Dubwise Browne. Welcome to Song and a Story, where I play you a song and tell you a story. Today's song is Turn Your Lights Down Low, originally done by Bob Marley. Turn Your Lights Down Low, Bob Marley original. It was made very popular in the late 90s, I believe. Salim was already born, yes. In the late 90s, because the Marleys did an album remixing a couple of their father's songs, and this song was remixed with Lauryn Hill. So this song was released as a duet with Bob Marley featuring Lauryn Hill. I covered this song recently on a project called CLIFF MARLEY TOSH. It's my fourth album. And before I go any further, please hit the subscribe button and give me the thumbs up. Well, obviously, if you like the video. If you don't, well, move right along. Thanks for watching this far anyhow. Let me start the story from the beginning. I used to always go to rehearsals with my father. My father was a member of Ziggy Marley's band in the 90s. You know, so I'm always present, you know, because that's what I want to do. I want to play music, and he's doing it, so I'm always there surrounding myself with the energy. So if he's at studio with them, you know, working on records, I try to be there to, you know, learn, catch the vibes and things. So because of this, I had the opportunity to actually play on one of Ziggy Marley's records, a song called Beautiful Mother Nature. I played guitars on that track, as well as I did some drum machine work. I did some drum programming on three songs actually. One for Steven, he was doing another Bob Marley remix project, and Ziggy Marley song Power to Move Ya and Hand to Mouth. So I was always around them, so I was, you know, getting in the vibe and getting some work in with them also. Anyhow, I was home one day and my phone ring. It was EB on the phone, Errol Browne, who was Ziggy's engineer, so recording engineer. He used to work with Bob back in the day, and, you know, started working with Ziggy. So EB and my dad are like this, because, you know, dad is always in the studio when they're mixing, you know, he's there. When they're doing production, he's there. So my father and Errol Browne work hand in hand, close together on a number of Ziggy Marley projects, you know. And because daddy is a stickler for sound and frequencies, so if you notice, it's maybe a little quieter now because I had a fan on. And in Jamaica, if you live here, you know, the mosquito business is very wicked. Anyhow, so, you know, sometimes citronella and all of those things don't work. You turn on the fan and it poof, blow them away. So I had to turn it off because I wasn't mindful of the audio being recorded. But now I am. So I was at home, got a call from EB. What you doing now? So nothing really. Alright, come up, meet me up the studio, and bring a guitar. So at this point I didn't know what was happening. I don't remember, yeah. Because he just said, you know, somebody wants some guitars and nobody else not available, so bring a guitar and come. So I left home, took a taxi, head up to the studio. When I walked into the studio, I saw EB and he's like, yeah, see the guitarist here. When I looked, it was Lauryn Hill and her producers. I was like, wow. Cause let me tell you this, that I don't tell a lot of people. When Sister Act came out, our Sister Act 2, when was that, early 90s? Or late 80s maybe, I don't remember. But if you know the movie Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg, Lauryn Hill was in one of them. I didn't know who she was or anything at the time, but she wasn't actually an artist at the time. My point is, when that movie came out and I saw it, and I saw this little dark-skinned girl, instant crush, right? So I had this huge crush on Lauryn Hill from the movie. And then the Fugees came out. I was like, hey, that's a girl from the movie. Wow, cool. So walking in the studio now and seeing her, I was like, oh shit. Wow. But I hold my composure still, you know, because you can't show googly eye or you can't be too starstruck. So anyhow, went in the studio. They, you know, played the track, told me what they wanted. And I did my stuff, I did my work, and it was cool. There was one slight, not issue. I was playing and they said the guitar wasn't tuned properly. I mean, I tuned it with a tuner before because I wouldn't go into the studio and start playing and my guitar out of tune. But you know, some people ears a little more fine tuned and they were more experienced at the time. As I say, I wasn't even 20 yet. So even though the guitar was in tune for me, apparently they heard a little whatever they heard. So we worked that out to tune up properly and laid the track and thing. I think I got paid the same day. I don't remember. Not important. It is important, but it's not important to the story. Finished the track and everything and go on my merry way, and that was it, you know. Until I think months later I heard when the album came out and it was doing so well, I was like, wow, I'm a part of this project. That's cool. So the album won a couple Grammys, and it's only recently, I think last year, I applied for my Grammy certificates. I wasn't aware that people who participated, other than the artists and producers, could be awarded a certificate or the trophy, but in my case, I got the certificate to show that I performed on this album. So yeah, pretty much that's it. That's my meeting Lauryn Hill and working on the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album. You know, you can see my name on track 1, Lost Ones, and that's pretty much it. I always say, you know, follow your dreams, because sometimes when the opportunity comes, you never know where it's coming from. You never know who's going to call you. You never know what situation is going to happen. See, EB called me. There was nobody else available to do the session at that particular time. You know, the session paid me as well as he won a Grammy. So I have that to my credit forever and ever. You know what I mean? So do your thing and be the best you can be. It will always be a growing process. It will always be a growing process. What you want is, you want every year to be better. You want to always, when you reflect, you're in a much better position than you were 4 or 5 years ago. In every area of your life, right? So, with that said, Dubs out.